Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. For starters, today we are going to do a couple videos. The first one is going to be install of the linear rails for our hot end. The next video will be installation of the Micro Swiss direct drive extruder with the all metal hot end. That's a fairly new product. There are other videos out on it. So some of the things I won't show. Another video we'll be doing is the Swiss burner Voron style cooling assembly. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get into it. Now I am going to space up my axis here. As soon as there's a spacer, just to make things a little easier on me, you know. There we go. Now, as you can see, I've already done step one, which is going to be to remove your belt tensioner. Pretty sure you can do that. So, you get that removed. Then you want to remove your hot end. Now, I've, as I said, done a few of these steps already. I've been working at it for a while. I'm a little impatient. The next step after that's done, you remove your hot end and cooling assembly. Unclip the ends of the belt from the hot end carriage. Next, we will move on to where we are now. We are currently in the process of removing the wheels off of the carriage. So you'll want to grab your wrench that came with your printer and your 3mm Allen wrench. Now, I'm not going to take these all the way off because I don't want to lose anything, and I don't intend to reuse them anyway, but it's always good to have spares. That should be enough. There we go. It is off. Now, the first thing you're going to want to make yourself is these little alignment tools. You'll need 2 of them. You can find them in the link down below in the description. Definitely going to want them, folks. Now, I am going a bit overkill here with my T-nuts because, you know, I paid like $7 for 100 of these things. Well, why not use them? I'm putting one in every hole. Now, you'll also need your 3mm screws. So you'll want to start off on one side where your tensioner was, and you're going to slide it in one at a time. Let me stand up and get this done for you, folks. If it'll actually go in. There's number 1, 2. You know, folks, I actually forgot 2 of mine, so bear with me just a second here while I grab those. Now, these do come, the rails do, with some nifty little plugs, because the last thing you're going to want is your carriage to come off of that rail, because if it does, it is going to be an unholy mess of ball bearings everywhere, and you're probably not going to find them all. I know I wouldn't. So, we got that. Let me get 2 more 3mm Allen heads out of here. 1 and 2. We'll set those off to the side because we're going to need them again at some point later today. Alright, now, just as soon as I find the right Allen wrench here, let's see, I'll just pull out my set of them. Now, these are going to be a size 2. So you want a size 2 Allen wrench. And put on as many T-nuts as you feel you need to use. Again, you know, it's all up to personal preference. I just figure I've got them, why not use them? Now I'm going to slide this in, like, preferably without losing the screw. I don't know why that happened. Let's try that again. Alright, let's get that in there. get that T-nut mounted back on where it should be. Alright, that ought to work. You're going to slide them into the rail here. Now there will be a link down below to the T-nuts I chose to use as well. Now I'm sure there are cheaper ones, but I wanted the ones that aren't going to rotate when I'm trying to install them or tighten them down. Definitely a job that would be easier with two hands instead of one. But hey, we work with what we got, don't we, folks? There we go. There's the second one. There's the third one. The fourth. And you just keep going down the line until every one of them's in that rail there. Alright, only a couple left. Now remember, folks, I am by no means a professional at this. That's actually why I make these videos, so that you can see that, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. So sorry for the mic quality as I'm moving away from the mic at times. One more little T-nut on there. Now, as I said, when you buy these rails, they do come with those plugs. They aren't a must-have, as long as you're careful, but I find them to be pretty nice when I'm not horizontal with the rail. When the rail is vertical, I really like them. They're pretty nice to have. Alright, there we go. Now those are in. So we're going to put our alignment jigs on here. And those do just snap right into place, and they line up that rail just beautifully. Now I'm going to align this. Bring the camera around here so you can see a little better. Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff in the way. But you got a little bolt hole right here on the side. Now I'm going to line the edge of that rail up with the right hand side of that bolt hole, because I think that's going to work just dandy. So I'll move that over just a little bit more there. There we go. That's perfect. I'll get this other aligner on there. Now we're all aligned. Now we can come in here and we can start tightening these bad boys down. Now again, the T-nuts I chose because the stock ones can rotate when you're trying to tighten them. And that just makes your life just a little bit harder. Now I'm only snugging these right now as I go down the line and make sure they're all snug. And then after that, we can get to actually tightening them. Few more to go here. Now I figure that should be tight enough. I can remove that alignment tool. Get these last two that need snugged up here. Now these are going to be something that you want to get nice and tight, because you don't want this moving around on you. Now this isn't a required upgrade. This is an upgrade I have chosen because, as I have stated in other videos, anytime you can make for less vibrations or less movement in your system, it's not so much necessarily that you're going to get better quality prints, it's that they will be repeatable. By doing this, we remove the need to adjust these wheels. You know, this rail's not going to wear out like these wheels do. They're made of rubber. They're riding in a groove. They will wear out if you have the tension wrong. And this just makes it a lot easier. Again, it is not for a better quality print as much as it is consistency. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give these a nice good turn, but I'm going to skip one every time I do. Now, I'm not going to wrench on them, obviously, because, you know, we are, for the most part, just going into aluminum in a lot of places on these machines. And you don't want to damage it. Now, I'll do the other half of them. Now, see, that's why you double check, because right there, look at that. I missed one on the first round. Would you believe it? So we are just about done. See? And then, as you go down the line, you'll find some of them may need readjusted, folks. Now, this is just eBay or an Amazon knockoff linear rail kit. This is not name brand, but it's a $200 printer. Do you really need name brand rails on it? Or can you just get by? I think you can just get by and save a lot of money. But that is the install video for the linear rail. Now, as you can see, look at that. Hits that stop switch nice and purty. Well, folks, glad you came. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's a little low there, you know. I'm going to have to adjust the camera for the next one and get y'all a better view. But, as you can see, nice and smooth. Just what you want. Well, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video here shortly.